Steve, what can you say about the way you guys finished the first, second, and third quarters in particular? You guys had runs at the end of each quarter to kind of reestablish control of the game or push a lead out.
Yeah, it's important to close quarters strong and keep the momentum going. So I was pleased with that. I think all in all, we played really hard, which was great. We didn't play that well or that smart. This is a way. We've got to think about is, are we going to let down because we won a game? No, we got to keep playing hard, and we got to play smarter than we did tonight. So, good start, but a long way to go.
Steve, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. What did you see from Draymond in the first quarter on both ends of the floor that you think helped set the tone for everything?
Well, I mean, he was so competitive and emotional, and that's why he made brilliant plays, and he made some not so brilliant plays. I think he had 4 turnovers in the first half. He's throwing the ball all over the place, but he was playing so hard. And that's what makes Draymond who he is. So we're always willing to live with some mistakes because the positives far outweigh the negatives with Draymond, as we know. But we got to come in game 2, whenever that is, and take care of the ball. I mean, we had 22 turnovers, I think, 21 turnovers, many of them just mind-numbing. And so we've got to clean that up, and we'll be in better shape.
Coach Kerr, Tony Harvey, Sacramento Observer. Warriors pulled down 53 rebounds. You have 4 players, 7 more rebounds. Curry pulled down 15 himself. Can you talk a little bit about that and what contributed to him getting those high volume up?
Steph's a tremendous rebounder. He's just got a knack for being in the right place at the right time. He's quick to the ball, great hands. So he's one of the better rebounding guards in the league. So that's a pretty high number, though. But I think, we forced a lot of tough shots from them. Our defense was good, and as a result, there were a lot of rebounds to be had.
Steve, Jason Dumas, Crom 4 Sport. You kind of mentioned the turnovers in your last answer a couple answers ago. 21, how important is it to, obviously it looks like guys played hard and the effort was there and all that, but like you said, some of those turnovers, mind-numbing. How important is it to cut those turnovers out and just kind of ingrain it in your team to protect the ball?
Well, we talk to our team all the time about, if we win the possession game, if we get more shot attempts, more possessions than our opponent, we're awfully tough to beat. And, sometimes our guys are so passionate and competitive, and they want to go, but they, start passing out of motion and getting away from themselves, almost like a quarterback running from pressure and throwing it, short down or long down the middle. It's like center fielders are out there waiting to pick those off. That's great. That was a baseball and a football metaphor in one answer. So now, we just got to keep going.
Steve, Tim Kawakami, The Athletic, obviously you want to play with emotion, but do you think Kevin kind of took the bait a little bit with Beverly tonight?
Obviously, for sure. Yeah, we took the bait. He took the bait, and that's 2 technicals. You get 7 technicals. Your 7th one is a suspension in the playoffs. Whether you play 4 playoff games or 24, 7 is the magic number. So he's got 4 to play with after one game. But that's what Beverly does. We talked about it the last couple of days. He's a hell of a defender. He plays hard. You got a lot of respect for him. But you cannot take the bait because, that's a bad trade for us. Clippers have made a lot of good trades this year, and that was maybe their best.
Steve, Nick Friedel, ESPN, just following up on that. What do you do to prepare Kevin and the other guys moving forward for the stuff Beverly does to get in their heads?
Well, I don't think we even need to say anything now. It was we already talked about it for 2 days. It's one of our keys. Don't take the bait, and we took it. So you just can't do it. But sometimes you have to feel it before you can follow through and execute on that. So we're going to have to be really solid.
Just go examiner. Maybe you were asked this earlier. We're outside. Putting in the Hamptons 5 death lineup, whatever you want to call it, 6.5 minutes into the second quarter, what was your thought process behind that, and what did you get from that?
It's our best lineup. Somebody told me today it's the best 5-man lineup in the league from a numbers standpoint. That's our best lineup. So in the playoffs, we'll play that lineup more often than we would in the regular season. So we're We're going to go to it a little earlier, and it's, not exactly rocket science.
Hey, Steve, slightly to your right, Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press, Democrat. Is Steph Curry playing as well right now as you've ever seen him play? And do you have any reflections on the new career postseason three-point leader for the NBA?
Yeah, Raymond told me that on the walk over. That's remarkable given that he's kind of, right in his prime. Got a lot of years left, but Steph's played in a lot of playoff games, and he's come through so often. And I get asked that a lot. Is this the best he's playing? It seems like every year that's the question. Is this the best he's playing? Is this the best he's playing? He's been playing his best for about 5 years, as far as I can see.
Coach, DeMarcus got his playoff feet wet tonight. I'm sure he didn't put up the type of game that he expected, but what do you think of his performance, and what do you say to him after a game like this heading into next game?
I don't need to say anything to DeMarcus. It was a frustrating night for him, fouling out, a couple tough calls, but it was important for him to get his feet wet and feel the playoffs, feel the energy, and I have no doubt he'll come back and play a lot better in Game 2. Thanks a lot.